Again, welcome. And I woke up this morning and I said a prayer. I said, God, please, just let me enjoy this day. Let me just, whatever you decide, whether it be rain or shine, just let me enjoy this day. And he kept the rain down for us, honey. He kept it down. So I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm blessed. Today you are at the pink party with a purpose. And you guys look fabulous in pink. You know, a lot of times men, they don't wear pink. But honestly, I mean, men look absolutely handsome in pink. Don't you agree, ladies? I mean, gorgeous. I mean, my husband looks amazing. Chocolate brown and pink. I love it. Amazing. I might want to take you out tonight, honey. Anyway, God be the glory. I am a 2-time cancer survivor. Thank you, Jesus. I am a 2-time cancer survivor. I had Hodgkins disease when I was 21 years old. And it was stage 3B, where they didn't think I was going to make it. The doctors told my parents that I may have 6 months. And God be the glory, the devil is a liar. I am walking testimony. 7 years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 2B breast cancer. And I am still standing. But I will say that God kept me, and he kept me for a reason. And that's why I chose to give this event. I chose to give this pink party with a purpose so that I can share my story and I can let everyone know that cancer does not have to be a death sentence and that you should live your life every day to the fullest. I'm so thankful and blessed to have family and friends like everybody here. My best friend, Sharon, she surprised me. I didn't think she was going to come. And this production is really difficult. I have the support of my husband, but it's just a lot of work to put together. And when Sharon told me that she couldn't make it because she was also being honored today, I call this my day of honoring. I honor myself when I say thank you and I celebrate my life for being here. And when she told me that she couldn't make it, I just said, well, you're being honored too. My best friend is being honored the same day I'm being honored. And yesterday, I'm cleaning the house, setting up the tables all by myself, and Sharon walks through the door. I thought I was going to have a heart attack. I just want to say publicly, Sharon, I love you. Okay, now I got the emotions out. Okay, so now, again, we're here to celebrate our life, and we have an amazing program, and we have a lot of raffles, and we have a wonderful entertainment. I had so much support from so many people to put this party together, and before I move forward as far as the entertainment is concerned, we couldn't have done this without my pink team. So I have to also publicly bring out my pink team. Team Pink, please step forward. Team Pink, please step forward. Everyone knows the letters T-E-A-M mean together, each accomplishes more. And that is what these ladies here does for me. They help me accomplish my goals. And I'm thankful. And this is not my whole team pink. I don't know where everybody else is, but I think Aisha is at the door and Ethel's at the door. But the two ladies at the door are amazing. Ethel and Aisha. Religiously, they handle my door. They handle the funds. Don't mess with Aisha and don't mess with Ethel. So I just want to publicly say to everyone here, thank you, and I love you all. And you know that. I love you all. I have Akila. She is my personal shopper. She picked out my dress tonight. Sherelle is totally responsible for the program, putting it together, and the raffles, and the donations, and she's just everything. Thank you, Sherelle. My husband is totally responsible for getting on my nerves. But I love him. I love him dearly, and I could not make it without him. I really couldn't. He stood by my side through everything. And it's hard for men to deal with cancer and illness and sickness. It's very hard for men. They take it worse than we do, the survivors. They really do. So I have to give it to him for dealing with me, because I'm a hot mess. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not easy. I am not easy. So I thank you, honey, and I love you.
I just want to take some time and tell you guys the story behind the story. Okay? All right, we don't have a whole lot of time, but you know, my wife being a 2-time cancer survivor, I think men, we're just pretty basic. You know, we're like, listen, if you're sick, get well and stop doing the stuff you was doing before, and you won't get sick no more. And it's not rocket science. Now, my wife had Hodgkins disease, and she had a couple of months to live, and it was a hell of a story. I didn't know it then. But later on, when we got married, my wife was a closet smoker. I got big issues with people who smoke. And I tell you, I get in fights with people who smoke. I take their cigarettes, I throw them away. You know, I do bad things to people who smoke, and I just don't think it's good. So when Joanne didn't smoke around me, respected me, didn't smoke in the house, but she was a smoker. I talked to her mother, I talked to her father. I went as far as going to her oncologist and talking to him. And he said, well, what do you want me to do? I said, well, at least bring her in for a checkup, because this is a problem. Long story short, she went and got checked out and found that she had breast cancer. Now, I'm not saying that because she smoked, she got breast cancer. At that stage of the game, what was I supposed to do? Look at her and say, nah, I can't do that. I can't do that. But it was a serious issue. But I tell you one thing, she got extremely proactive and stopped.
Amen.
She stopped.
Amen.
She stopped smoking, she put it down, and as far as I know, she hasn't picked up a cigarette since.
Amen.
So I think the combination of me getting on her damn nerves, you know, because sometimes she said, I need to, you make me smoke, you know, but I'm not having it. So for people who have addictions, like I'm addicted to tennis, I'm addicted to having fun, I'm addicted to a good life. So I think that sometimes we just have to change our direction, but I love her to death. And she tells her story because sometimes other people are dealing with the same issues and don't know how to deal with them, and that's why we give this party. So I'm behind her 100%, and if you have those issues, let's talk about it. Let's figure out how we can all live a good, prosperous life. Thank you very much.
And I just want to acknowledge everybody else here. Sharon, you met. Stephanie Davenport, she has jewelry here that she sells. She always gives back to Spring Bling from anything that you buy from her. She's a very good friend of mine. She's been my neighbor. I love her. Her children are my godkids. I have Vanessa. She's old school, my little sister. She goes back to when I was 13 years old. So we got in trouble together. We had a lot of fun together. And Sonora, who I love dearly, my daughter-in-law. I love her like a daughter. Thank you for everything. My girlfriend, Sheila. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I'm sorry. I'm just a really emotional person. That's all. I'm sorry. Sheila, she goes way back with me. And they just hold me up. That's all. They hold me up, and that's what it's about. And I appreciate them. And I have to tell people publicly, because I don't take anything for granted. I don't take my life for granted. I don't take anything for granted. I also want to acknowledge my whole Tennis for Life family. If you would just stand up, my Tennis for Life family. I play tennis with these ladies. You see the ladies in there? I play tennis with these ladies, okay? And we are a breast cancer tennis support group. Anybody that has breast cancer can play tennis for life for free. For free. There's so many cancer support groups out here for free that people don't know about. I would also like to acknowledge the fact that I am a member of Gilda's Club. Alexis, right here, is my co-chair for Gilda's Club. That's also a cancer support organization for all cancers, all the time. Their family members and their friends. Okay, there's a lot of acknowledgments, and the money that we are raising here tonight, I am totally giving to Englewood Hospital. That is where I was treated both times for both cancers. And I am graciously thankful to be able to give back to a hospital like Englewood Hospital. And I have to acknowledge, now that I've not all my friends and family, you guys can have a seat, and I would like to welcome Mr. Geller. Is he here?
Yes, right here.
Thank you. This was an honor. Anyone who knows Dr. Frank Forte, you know, I figure if he could do it, I could do it. But I wanted to go all in. I want to take a moment to thank Joanne and Ron for doing such a special thing. What you have been through in your life and your lives, I'll tell you two things I'm not going to do. I'm not going to stand here and call Joanne a hot mess, and I'm not going to talk about Ron getting on anybody's nerves. I'm way smarter than I look. That's the bottom line. But to do something like this for our community hospital is tremendous. And the funds that are used, Englewood Hospital and Medical Center provides $23 million a year in charity care for those that can't afford it. And that's what we're here for. And most importantly, we're diagnosing stage 0 breast cancer, asymptomatic breast cancer, at a rate of 34%, which is 50% higher than the state of New Jersey. And 92% of the patients that are diagnosed with breast cancer at Englewood Hospital and Medical Center elect to have their treatment at our hospital. And anyone who knows where we're located, we're 3.5 miles from Columbia Presbyterian and 4.5 miles from Memorial. So that is an honor. It's my privilege and honor to serve, to be the steward of our ship. And my job is to make sure that you have the safest, best place possible to receive your care. And it's because of people like Joanne and Ron that we're able to do what we do. So I can't thank you enough. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm happy to give to Englewood. I do share my donations to cancer organizations that are dear to me. This year just happens to be Englewood Hospital, but I'm very open if people know of particular cancer organizations that they would like to donate to. I'm open. I have given to Gilda's Club. I have given to Tennis for Life just because I am personally involved with them. I had thought about giving to the Robin Roberts organization with her battle, because she's also been through it a few times. I have my son here that I want to acknowledge. Marco, I love him. That's my left hand and right hand. And Jason, I don't think he's here, but there was a lady in the house that was selling, not selling, but sharing with everyone the dream catchers. I don't know if you met her. Did you see her?
Right here.
Oh, that's, my son started an iPhone app, Dream Catchers. And she is going to share with the organization, or everyone here, Spring Bling, how Dream Catchers works. So we want to support her because the app is absolutely free, and my son started it. Is Jason here? Oh, you want to talk about it?
Hello, I hope everyone's enjoying their night. If you guys want more information on the app, I'll be sitting in the library or the office. But basically what the app is, it's a virtual business card or a virtual resume So, for example, if you would want to give somebody your business information, they'll be able to see your profile as if it were a virtual business card. You can have photos, videos, all your emails and contact information, as well as pictures, and just everything that you could possibly include in a business card that would be very effective for your business relations, and as well as hiring people that you would need for an event.
Thank you very much. Listen, we're going to move right along with our program. So I know we came here to party, we came here to have a good time. So right now, we have a lot of good relationships with people, and we were very instrumental in helping people make their next move as far as real estate is concerned. And through real estate, we've made a lot of great connections, and we use those connections today to hopefully entertain you, raise money for good organizations, and just have a good time. So right now, I want to talk about somebody that some of you know, and I think a lot of you know. His name is Charlie Murphy. Actor, comedian, and writer, known as a cast member and writer on the Comedy Central sketch series, The Chappelle Show. Charlie is also known for his work with his younger brother, Eddie Murphy, and he will perform his comedy act and give away his, well, I don't know about giving away his book, but he does have a book, The Making of a Stand-Up Guy, all right? Years ago when Eddie had wanted to surprise Charlie, he called our office and was dealing with Joanne, and Joanne was able to sell Charlie his first condo and gave it to him as a gift. It actually came on as a present. Charlie didn't know. We had a birthday party for him, and his gift was the condo. So, and I believe he still has that condo today. So I got a few jokes I might want to tell myself, but I'm going to leave it to the professionals. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm round of applause for Charlie Murphy.
How's everybody doing? All right. Before I even start talking, we got to give a big one to Ron and Joanne for throwing this. Man. This is tremendous. I've been knowing Ron and Joanne for many years now. Ever since Joanne hooked me up with my first apartment in Jersey over in Edgewater. And well, to come from that to now is a lot of things have happened. You know, this is a cancer organization. A thing about cancer, and I'm here because I've been heavily affected by the disease in my personal experience. I lost my wife to cancer. I lost my dad to cancer. So when Ron asked me to come down and be a part of this, there was actually no way I could say no. You know, because I'm very familiar with what I would think we all familiar. I lost my wife 2009. We had 2 kids, a boy and a girl. And I'm not telling anybody this to elicit any sympathy. I'm telling you because I know it's going to uplift somebody in here because somebody's going through something. Today I'm standing in front of you as a single parent. The moral of the story is that I'm still standing here. You understand? We don't give up. We keep going forward. We keep fighting, man, because life, it's meant to be lived. For those who are blessed to live it to the fullest. That's what I've been doing. I got a boy and a girl, and I'm gonna tell you, now that I'm mommy and daddy to both of them, that relationship leaves me sometimes feeling gay. I got a little daughter, and she has me doing things I never thought I would have to do. She's like playing with Barbie. You can't tell, but I've seen all the Barbies moving. Yeah. I know that if you buy Barbie, you got to buy 4 other little bitches that's her friends. Yeah. They all got their own individual clothing line. I know, because my daughter had me comparing the dresses on the bed. How do you like this one? Wow, I really feel gay right now. Then she had me spraying water in Barbie's hand, combing. Then she made me sit down with it and eat one of them nasty ass cakes after Easy Big Up. Boy, was that cake nasty. That cake was so nasty, I wrote a letter to Mattel. How dare you motherfuckers have a bakery division. Cake don't taste like cake. Tastes like toys, motherfucker. But you gotta love your kids though, man. I know I love mine. Love y'all's kids too. From a distance. That's how it's supposed to be, man. To me, the best kids is kids between the age of 3 and 5, 3 and 6, you know. Years of golden. 2-year-old is an asshole. Once they get 3 though, man, and they got all their teeth, they can talk. The little person standing there, man. It's beautiful, man. The best thing about them at that age, they have very little use for telling lies, you know. 3-year-old look right in your face and be like, yeah, I did it, what's the problem? They are brutally honest, man. I had my daughter the other night, I was rubbing her back, you know, putting her to sleep. And I'm rubbing her back, you know, and I'm humming to her. And shit. And my daughter turned over and said, Daddy, why are you humming that Hawaiian shit? I laughed so hard I ain't get mad, she just cursed. My daughter just kept it real with me. Raising kids is a trip, especially by yourself, man. But the main trip in my life now is, you know, being single, man. You know, after being married 17 years, to have to go back into the dating pool, you know, start dating again. It's not like I'm looking for women just for myself, you know. It's not like I could walk in a crib with one with fishnet stockings and say, yeah, this is your new mama, Cinnamon. Yeah. Can't do that. Can't do that, so you know, it's rough, man. And my approach skills have diminished too, you know. So every now and then I get embarrassed, you know. I was in the supermarket last week. I seen this woman, man. She was fine, boy. Real fine. So fine, the little voice in the back of my head said, "Bum rush the bitch." That's what I did too. I got right up in her face, man. Tight like, now you better say something, you know? That's when I realized I ain't have shit to say. She started looking at me crazy. Doing all up in my face, nigga. My brain went blank. I didn't have nothing to say. The only thing that came up was the goddamn Allstate commercial. I was like, yeah. Oh, you in good hands. That's how I felt when I left the store. I was an asshole. But I don't give up, see? I don't give up. I know that eventually I'm gonna find the right woman for me. See? Because I got 2 things, y'all. That is principles and rules. I got 4 rules I'm gonna share with all the guys before I leave right now. For a healthy romance, guys. It's 4 rules. Rule number 1, get you a woman that can make you laugh. That's very important, see? You and her be a happy couple. You'll always be in the corner making other people jealous. Fuck they keep laughing about. Rule number 2, get you a woman that can cook. See, there's an unspoken epidemic going on right now with young ladies that think it's fly not to be able to cook. Yeah, baby, you ain't punishing me, you punishing your kids that's gonna have to grow up eating dog food. Learn how to cook. Rule number 3, get you a woman that can make love. I can't stress how important that is in the relationship. And rule number 4, fellas, and this is the most important rule of them all. Never, ever, 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 ever allow any of these 3 women to be in the same room at the same time. My name is Charlie Murphy. It's been a pleasure coming down here and kicking it with you, man. God bless you. Thanks, Joanne, for having me there.
Thank you, Charlie. Comedy cures, guys. calamity cured. You ever hear that? Laughter is the key to good health. We have to laugh sometimes. Sometimes we laugh to keep from crying. Sometimes we laugh to keep from feeling sorry for ourselves. So, thank you very much, Charlie. He took the time to come here this evening, and I truly appreciate him from coming here. And please enjoy the evening. But I do have a special introduction, because, like I said, everyone is touched by cancer in different ways. And I have a special person here tonight that agreed to graciously share her story, because I explained to her that sometimes when you share your story, you can help someone else in their life. You're not in it by yourself, and when God gives you a second chance, you have to be able to give back. So I would like to introduce Tish and Tia. Tish is the survivor, and her mother is Tia. And she looks absolutely fabulous to me tonight. And I just want her to share her story.
Ladies and gentlemen, I talked to Tia. I have a networking organization. She comes and she promotes things and I promote things. She's always telling me what's going on with her daughter. And the story is, the story is just fantastic. So, yeah.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tia. This is my daughter, Letitia. I'll tell the story. In 2009, Letitia was diagnosed with a rare cancer called rhabdomyosarcoma. Oh, I'm sorry. In 2009, my daughter Letitia was diagnosed with a very rare form of cancer called rhabdomyosarcoma. It's a tissue muscle cancer where tumors form. She had a 5-pound tumor that was attached to her diaphragm. It was growing up into her chest cavity. They treated her for asthma for 2 years because she was having difficulty breathing. They said that it was asthma. So finally, long story short, they did an ultrasound. The doctor said, let's just do it. We're not going to find nothing, but let's just do it. They did the ultrasound, and there was what they called a mass. So they did the surgery. She did 46 weeks of chemotherapy. She was cancer-free for 2 years. In October, this past October, her cancer had returned. And I'm so grateful for Joanne, because at that point, when you're going through it the first time, you know, and you get through it and you know, everything goes well, you're like, oh, thank God, you know, it's over with. Then when it comes back again, you don't know what to do. You don't know how to think. You don't know what to say. You don't know. So I'm very grateful that I was able to sit down and have dinner with Joanne and show her the medications that my daughter was getting ready to take, and show her the plan that the doctors had for her. And everything that I showed her, to me, looked really crazy. But Joanne said, oh, I took that, I did that, and I did this, and she's going to be all right. So to have someone who's been through what you are getting ready to go through and is doing just fine, it's inspiring, and it gives you hope. And my daughter went through yet another surgery, 5.5 hours, removed not one but 2 5-pound tumors, and now she's doing radiation. And through all of this, she never stopped going to college. She never stopped doing anything. She kept going, kept pushing, kept going. And I said to her, when I went out with Joanne, I said, Tish, I have somebody that I want you to talk to. And, you know, 21, you know, they're crazy at that age. No, I don't want to talk to your friends. She was grateful. She was very grateful. Joanne, thank you. Thank you so much for talking with us, for giving us everything that you know. Thank you for inviting us here. Thank you for, because she was not coming out like this. She wasn't. If it wasn't for Joanne, she would be wigged up in here. can't sing this if it wasn't for Joanne, so thank you. Thank you so much.
I just want to say that I am thankful to both the Rollisons because they did supply a lot of encouragement, a lot of support to both me and my mom. When my mom didn't have anybody that she thought that she could turn to, it was always the nick of time that either one of the Rollisons were calling to check on us or they were either always there. And I do have a tattoo on my chest that says, "Feed your faith and your fears will starve to death." And I must say that this is true because I prayed a lot in the hospital because there were a lot of times when a doctor came in my room and told my mother that they did not think that I was going to make it. But once again, the devil is a liar and prayer does change things.
Okay, thank you, Tish and Tia. I love them. And Tish looks gorgeous. Now we're going to entertain, and we're going to be entertained by someone very special. She has an, oh, do you want to do this, honey? I'm sorry.
I've been trying to get my wife to cut her hair like that. I've been trying to get my wife to cut her hair like that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have my wife bring up this next person because she's definitely an inspiration. She's been an inspiration to us. And she actually, we worked on her video, which is coming out. And my lawyers will be calling her because I didn't get enough time in it. I just want to put it out publicly that, you know, a video came out. And so we're going to renegotiate, you know, my funds because I was in the video and when my wife took over the whole scene, but I'm going to let her tell the story.
Yes, I want to just get to her that she is an amazing person. She did a video in the house, and I was asked to be in it through Deidre Tate. Deidre Tate, stand up, because she's the one that has her here for me. And I appreciate it. Deidre Tate also has the Cupcake Diva here, too. If you see that fabulous pink display over there, it is edible eventually, guys. Right now, it just looks pretty. But we connected, Tanae and I, we connected. One of the things is, I'll tell you that she too is anointed. Her voice was just so inspiring, healing to me. I enjoyed listening to her as I was in her video. So that's my first debut. I can't wait till it comes out. And Ron's, yes.
I'm still renegotiating. My part wasn't that big.
So it's really not much that I can say about Tanae. It's just put the mic in her hand and it says it all, believe me. And she's going to sing an inspirational song for us first. I believe in you and me. Come on up, Tanae. And her husband.
We had such a wonderful time getting to know each other and sharing our stories, and and I want to thank you for bringing awareness, because when you bring information to people that don't have it and don't know where to get it, I have a daughter who went through 2 open heart surgeries. She was actually born with a heart condition, and to be honest with you, that's where our conversation came from, because we began to talk about things that we knew God had brought us out of. So I just want to give God all the glory right now. Yes. He's worthy. Yes. He's worthy of all of our praise. He's worthy of all the glory. But you have to believe. He said, but believe. Believe that you can move any mountain that's in your way. Believe that no matter what is standing in your way, that you can call that mountain and say, move in the name of Jesus. Hallelujah. Well, this song I want to minister to you is called I Believe in You and Me and You. And the reason why I want to sing this song is because when the 2 of us come together, when 2 people come together, it's just so much greater, right? 1 can put 1,000 to flight, but 2 can send how many? All right. So that means that I believe that you and me, we have a purpose together here on this earth, and nobody's going anywhere until that purpose is fulfilled. So to God be the glory. Open your hearts and just enjoy this song. I believe in you and me. I believe that we will be
see that you will always be the one for me. Oh, yes, you will. And I believe in dreams again. I believe that we will never end. And like the river finds the sea, I was lost, and now I'm free. 'Cause I believe in you and me. See, I will never leave your side. I will never hurt your pride. When all the chips are down, babe, you know I'll always be around. Just to be right where you are, my love. Oh, yes, you will. And I will never leave you out. I will always let you in, the places no one's ever been. Deep inside, can't you see that I believe in you and me? Oh, baby, maybe I'm a fool to feel the way I do. Well, I'll play the fool forever, just to be with you forever. I believe in miracles and to places no one's ever been. Deep inside, can't you see that I believe I do believe in you and me? I believe in you and me. I believe that in this world we'll be together. I believe in you and me. I believe that we will be. Just open your heart and you'll find love. Because I believe in you and me.
Oh, what can I say? That's my son. And I'm grateful to be here. And I am also, I'm a 3 cancer survivor. God has truly been wonderful to me, blessed me, my family, my children, my grandchildren, great-grand. But I don't think they better keep on because I don't think I'm going anywhere. I'm 91 and I'm going to be here till I'm 120.